This is why you always check receipts. The day nobody died. It started at dawn. Hospitals were the first to notice. Monitors flatlined, but patients kept breathing. Surgeons removed life support, yet hearts stubbornly beat. In homes, old men clutched their chests, eyes wide in agony, but death never came. By noon, word spread, no one was dying. News anchors spoke in trembling voices. A global phenomenon, they called it. A miracle, some claimed. But miracles don't scream. By evening, the streets changed. The man who leapt from the bridge shattered every bone, lay twisted on the pavement, but moaned softly, unable to die. A woman, burned in a kitchen fire, sobbed through charred lips, eyes begging for an end that wouldn't come. In our town, the Henderson boy drowned in a pond. They pulled him out blue, water gurgling from his lungs, but he sat up coughing hours later, his skin cold as marble. People panicked. Some locked their doors. Others tested the limit. By midnight, the desperate took to violence. The old ways of mercy were tried, gunshots to the head, blades to the throat. It didn't matter. Flesh tore, bones broke, but nothing would leave this world. I found my father in his chair, a stroke freezing his face into a mask of terror. He couldn't speak, couldn't move. I held his hand, and he squeezed once, a plea. I understood. But I couldn't help him. The scariest part wasn't the blood. It was the eyes. Everyone still alive, trapped inside ruined bodies, their gaze filled with unspeakable agony, and the unrelenting need for release. Phones stopped working around 3 a.m. The sky cracked just before dawn. A soundless shattering. And then they came. Tall, thin figures cloaked in shadows, walking through walls. Gliding over earth. Faces like voids, empty except for faintly glowing eyes. Death had been banished for a single day, and they had come to collect what was owed. The things began to gather the still living but dead, pulling their moaning bodies into black pits that opened like yawning mouths in the ground. No one fought. They couldn't. I hid in my attic. Through the cracked board. I watched my mother, half her face missing from whatever she'd tried in the night, gets lifted by a faceless figure and disappeared into the darkness. When the sun rose, the world was silent. I stepped outside. The streets were empty. Not a bird, not a car, not a breath. And then I saw the note nailed to the tree at the town square. Payment accepted. Never try that again. And beneath it, written in what I hoped was ink. Death is mercy. I'm alone now. I haven't seen another soul in days. But every night, I hear them moving in the shadows. Waiting for someone else to make the same mistake.